Hello guys, how are you? I hope that you are very well in your home with your family. Welcome to Intermediate English 2, Section B. That is your new course for this semester. My name is Maria Elizabeth Ayala and I will present you the topic that is clouds. Okay? Knowing the situation in which we are living right now, I consider that in some cases you have doubts or questions about the topic. But you cannot ask to me. In order to answer those questions or doubts, I will recommend you to write a message in the platform in order to answer those questions. Basically, you will work individually for the situation. You will use the book and the notebook. At the end, I will add a space in the platform in which you will send to me the activities or the exercise. Okay, in the case of this video, at the moment that you watch the video, you decide if watch the video first and then to complete the exercise, or watch the video when the activity or the exercise appear, to stop the video and then continue and so on. So you will decide it. Okay? In that occasion, you will work in the unit 4, lesson 2, kind of clouds. In here, as you can see, there is a question that say, how much do you know about clouds? I will give you a short time in order to think about that question. At the end of this time, I will add my personal opinion in order to answer that question, okay? Let's start.
I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dawn, and I was over, until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they're strong, but my knees will fall too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew. All the things you say, they were.
Okay. As you know, there are different kind of clouds. Like for example, if we are practicing on a sport, we use sport clouds. But if we decide to go out with your friend, you use casual clouds. In the case that you have a presentation in the university or in the school, you use formal clouds. Knowing that, we will work in the next activity. Okay? For the vocabulary activity, go to the page 36 and match the picture with the correct word. How come? Imagine that I consider that the word dress is matching with this. Okay? I put down to the picture the word dress. Then you will complete the other one in order to complete the whole activities. After that, you will take a picture and then you will send to the platform in the space that I will add in that platform. So, okay. For this activity, open your book, page 37, read the article and underline the cloud's name that you identify. Imagine that in this article I identify the first one, that is jacket. You need to underline the word and then you will look for the next one in order to identify all the names of clouds. Okay? When you finish it, you need to take a picture and then you need to add it in the platform in order to check if are correct or not. Now we have the grammar point. In the grammar point, we have the simple present and present progressive. The form for the simple present is basically the base verb, but if we are using third person, we use the S after the base form of the verb. Like for example, if I say, I play soccer every day, it is correct because I use the base form with the correct pronouns. But if I say, she plays soccer every day, it is incorrect because we need to add the S after the base form of the verb. Okay, we use simple present for repeat actions like every day, every week, every month, every year, etc. Once, twice, 3 times, etc. And verb of frequency like always, almost always, often, usually, sometimes, almost never, never, etc. Simple present is used for noun action verbs like be, have, feelings like love, like, hate, etc. Thinking verbs like think, know, believe. The 5 senses that appear in here. So the simple present is doing true facts and schedules. In here we have some examples. The first one say, I play football every day. At the moment that we identify the expression every day, it is talking about repeat action. When in this one we have, my sister always eats cookies after school. At the moment that we see the expression always, we are talking about repeat actions. The other one, my dad thinks I should study English more often. At the moment that we identify the verb think, but in that case, third person thinks, we are referring to a non-action verb. Okay, now we have the present progressive. The form for the present progressive is with the verb be plus ing verb. Okay, when we identify the ing, we are talking about present progressive. Okay, continuing actions like now, right now, okay. Currently, nowadays, these days, almost, at the moment, at this time, presently. We have a note that is on non-action verbs. Remember that even with the time markers above non-action verbs, almost never use the ing form. We have some examples. He is hungry now. That is correct. But if we say she is being hungry now, it is incorrect. Now we have some examples. Like, we are learning many new vocabulary words these days. What are you doing right now? That is an equation. Carla is talking on the phone. The students are taking a test now. Okay, they are playing basketball at the moment. Okay? Basically, this is the grammar explanation. You need to take in account all these aspects in order to understand better the simple present and present progressive. For this activity, you need to copy the sentences and complete it with the previous explanation, that is simple present and present progressive. Okay, for example, the first one say, I am studying could be English right now. I am studying for the next exam. So at the end, when you complete the whole exercise, you need to take a picture and then you need to add it in the platform in order to check if are correct or are something that we need to fix. Okay? Now it's time to practice. That is the most important in all class. Okay, go to page 36 and write the sentences of the right in the negative form and match them with the uses A to D. How come? Imagine that in these sentences say I am studying for an exam, but in a negative form it is I am not studying for an exam. It is not raining. Yeah. So you will complete it in a negative form. When you finish with this part with a negative form, you will complete or match with this one. How come? My parents go to church and I am matching with I am not studying for an exam. So at the end, when you finish it, you need to take a picture and then you add it in the platform. In this activity, go to page 37 and read carefully the information that the first exercise has. Then underline the use of present continuous. Okay? Today I'm waiting. Okay. In that case, you need to underline the sentences or the sentences in which we are using the present continuous. When you finish it, you need to take a picture and add it in the platform in order to know if the sentences that you identify are using the grammar. Okay? Go to write. Okay, in this activity, you need to create 10 sentences in your notebook using the simple present and present continuous. How come? Imagine that I thinking in this. Okay, I play soccer every day. You need to put I play soccer every day. Then I am working in the hospital and so on. You will design or create 10 sentences. When you finish it, you need to take a picture and then you add it in the space that appear in the platform. Now it's time to produce. We were talking about how we can form sentences with simple present and present progressive. We were practices a little bit. In that case, we need to produce those information, those exercise. Write a paragraph of how are you grading right now using the grammar explanation. This description must contain 150 words. When you finish the short paragraph, you need to take a picture and then you will add it in the platform, and then I will check it in order to identify if you use the grammar or if you identify the explanation that I already give you. Okay? Now I recommend you to work in these activities and take advantage of the time, because at the end all of these activities and practices will be help you in your process. So thank you guys. Stay at home and develop the activities. Bye.